Now on Good Morning El Paso, pay raises for the county judge and commissioners could soon become official. Commissioners set to vote on that budget today.
Both campaigns react to the New York Times bombshell regarding Donald Trump's tax returns. It's your voice, your vote.
Plus, bracing for impact. Hurricane Matthew bearing down on the island nations of the Caribbean. How U.S. officials are preparing for the potentially deadly storm.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC7's Good Morning El Paso.
Rise and shine, and a very good morning to you, El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez. I'm Stephanie Valle.
And I'm Floren. Good morning, everyone. The time now is 6:01 on your Monday morning. Time to get started.
Yes, let's talk about our forecast. Hi, Nicole.
Good morning. Let's start out with your planner for El Paso and Las Cruces, where we start out with temperatures in the 60s. We're in the 70s by the 9 o'clock hour. Across southern New Mexico, we're at 70 degrees. Sierra Middle School, Hermosa Heights, 71. So as you can see, we're starting out very comfortable as far as temperatures are concerned. Our storm outlook for today, we will see increased rain chances, although we did have a very nice weekend. Expect those clouds to start to move in this afternoon. A few sprinkles to start out your morning, but not tracking any heavy rainfall at this hour at 6:02. But coming up at 6:07 with your weather and traffic on the 7s, we have a look at your school planner so you can get the kids ready for school. ABC7 weather net side temperatures. We're also going to check on those wind speeds because they're expected to pick up this afternoon. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Nicole. El Paso County Commissioners are expected to vote on the county's budget today. That vote would also finalize their controversial pay raise. Good morning, El Paso's Andrew J. Polk is live with the details. Andrew.
Good morning, Hillary and Stephanie. On the County Commissioners Court agenda here at the El Paso County Courthouse behind me a little bit later today is the approval of the fiscal year 2017 budget. This will be the last step in the budget process for this year since the tax rate was approved about 2 weeks ago. Now, one of the more controversial parts of this budget is, of course, those commissioner and county judge pay increases. If approved, commissioner salaries would be going up 42% to about $89,000 a year, with the county judge now making more than $100,000, about a 17% increase there. Commissioners voted to approve their own raises in August, which, according to county leaders, is the only way an increase can be put into place, unlike the city where voters approve it. Commissioners say they wanted to increase the competitiveness of wages with other cities in Texas.
For the longest time, El Paso County, and particularly the Commissioners Court, lagged behind not only other local elected officials, but other similar-sized counties in the state of Texas.
So again, commissioners will be voting here behind me at the El Paso County Courthouse during their regular meeting at 9:30 on the 3rd floor on that roughly $300 million county budget for the next fiscal year. Again, the tax rate was already approved 2 weeks ago, keeping it unchanged from last year. That's not the only major announcement expected out of commissioners today, though. Coming up the next half hour, what's going to be talked about, changes for a Far East airport. For now, reporting live at the El Paso County Courthouse in downtown, Andrew J. Polk, ABC7.
All right, thanks so much, Andrew. Donald Trump is dealing with the fallout from the New York Times story that's exposing his tax returns. The story has given the Clinton camp some powerful ammo, too. But Trump is firing back with very personal attacks. ABC's Maggie Rulli has more from the candidates. It's your voice, your vote.
Donald Trump on defense this morning, using his supporters to help him tackle his latest controversy, his tax returns. The New York Times says an anonymous tipster sent them Trump's 1995 tax returns. They say those records show a $916 million loss, a number so large the Times says Trump could legally have paid no federal taxes for up to 18 years. Trump's team calling the move, quote, genius.
There's no one who's shown more genius in their way to maneuver around the tax code and to rightfully use the laws to do that.
It is a perfectly legal application of the tax code.
Hillary Clinton's campaign pouncing on the new report, saying it reveals the colossal nature of his past business failures. Clinton surrogate Bernie Sanders calling this line of thinking an assault on the American people.
If Mr. Giuliani thinks that Mr. Trump is smart and all the rest of us are dummies, well, I think they have a very distorted view of the American people and what this country is about.
Trump's dialing up the attacks on Clinton, mocking her recent bout with pneumonia, claiming without evidence that she's been unfaithful in her marriage. And then this.
She could be crazy. She could actually be crazy.
The Clinton campaign calling the new personal attacks particularly unhinged.
I think it's an impulsive move by the candidate.
Clinton, meanwhile, remains on message, speaking out about gun violence while visiting a church in Charlotte, North Carolina this weekend.
Was founded.
We'll have to wait another week to see if Trump brings his new line of attack to the next round of debates as he and Clinton square off next Sunday. But we'll be hearing from their VP picks tomorrow night at the vice presidential debate. That's in Farmville, Virginia. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, Washington.
Hurricane Matthew is bearing down on Haiti and Jamaica as it churns across the Caribbean Sea. The slow-moving storm is now within about 300 miles from both countries, packing 130-mile-per-hour winds. Forecasters warn that Matthew will bring life-threatening flash floods. Some Jamaicans, though, are ignoring pleas from authorities to leave the coast. U.S. officials are evacuating hundreds of employees and their families from the naval base at Guantanamo Bay. The National Weather Service says it's too early to say what Matthew's effect would be on the United States.
A police shooting in South Los Angeles ended with one person dead, another in custody. Officials say last night, after police were responding to reports of two men with guns, authorities described the victims as a Hispanic man between the ages of 18 and 22. One witness says officers shot him multiple times. Police found a handgun on the scene. Officials say none of the officers were injured.
City Rep Emma Acosta says she's running for mayor. That's according to our news partners at the El Paso Inc. Acosta was first elected into office in 2008 and is wrapping up her second four-year term. Acosta confirmed the news with El Paso Inc. after months of rumors that the city rep would run. Initially, she was hesitant to confirm the news because she said she had planned to announce her decision after the presidential election. She is quoted in the article saying, "I want to move the city forward. I think we're doing a great job, and I would like to see it continue." Current Mayor Oscar Leeser is not running for re-election. Election day is May 13th for the city.
And now at 6:07, time for weather and traffic on the 7s.
Let's get things started with Nicole Gomez as people are getting ready to head out the door. Hi, Nicole.
Good morning. As far as temperatures, we're off to a nice start. Notice as you get the kids ready for school, as you drop them off, we're at 65 degrees with a slight chance for showers. Rain chances will go up this afternoon, and by the end of the school day, 85 degrees. It will be windy. 67, that's where we're sitting now at the El Paso Airport. Winds are calm out of the south to southeast, and in Las Cruces, 64. That's the current temperature with light winds this morning. Doppler radar showing us that we're seeing fairly dry conditions out west in Las Cruces, El Paso. Very light showers to start out your morning, and across southern New Mexico, we're in the 70s at the farm and ranch. So as you can see, temperatures not a problem to start out, but it will be another warm afternoon. I am tracking a cold front. I'll let you know what that will do to the next 7 days as far as the temperatures. Plus, the winds will pick up. We'll talk about rain chances and what you can expect by the end of the work week. That's coming up. Mauricio?
Hi, Nicole. Good morning. Well, if you're heading out right now, things are looking good this Monday morning. We're tracking a whole lot of green in El Paso and no major delays or closures going on anymore, so everything's looking good. In Las Cruces, things are looking good as well. Good morning to you. 68 miles per hour if you're heading on I-10 West. 75 if you're heading east towards El Paso. 64 right now is our current speed on I-25. And I can also tell you Highway 70 east of Las Cruces is going to stay open all day, so no issues there. Now, coming up at 6:17 for your weather and traffic on the 7s, I'll have a look at your west side drive times, plus we have a couple of new closures coming up. I'll have those details.
Thanks so much, Mauricio. Welcoming home our nation's heroes.
Dozens of veterans are back in the borderland after making a historic trip to Washington, D.C.
What the trip means for our veterans and why for some it was the chance of a lifetime.
It is 6:09 and this is ABC 7, where news comes first.
You're watching ABC 7's Good Morning El Paso with Hillary Floren, Stephanie Valle, and live reports from Denise Olivas.
Tech Bites, brought to